What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. The one and only Sky Blackwell. Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Click the like button, like this video now. Click the like button, like this video now. I'm out here in nature. I'm just doing a short, simple message as I'm going for a walk, getting more fresh air. And yeah, my message, Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity, patience, and perseverance. Those are two words particularly that I want to talk about today. There's a lot of important stuff we got to remember, but patience and perseverance is so important for us. Patience. Love is patient. Love is kind. God is patient. Life is a process. Life is a journey. Life is a voyage. Life is an expedition. So we have to be patient. We can't crash out. We can't be going down the wrong path. So God leads us to patience, honestly. As you can see, obviously, if you're going too fast, when you're rushing, that's when bad things happen. That's when disasters happen, but God wants us to embody a spirit of patience, so that's what I'm working on personally. And I'm always working on myself in all ways, but patience, I'm just emphasizing it. You know what I mean? Every day we have to be responsible. We have to handle our business, be responsible, and me personally, I know I'm doing great work. I know I've been putting in great work. So it's really just about me allowing myself to receive good things. I'm allowing myself to receive love and money and blessings and success. And I'm continuing to be patient with myself as I work on myself, as I develop myself, as I improve my businesses, as I'm running my businesses. It takes patience, for this miraculous love. I'm finally married, and I have my children, I have my house, a stable home for my wife and children, and it just takes patience, it takes time, but at least that's where perseverance comes into play. I'm showing up, I'm persevering, even though a lot of times it's like, wow, I've been through so much, and it would take so many years to try to explain everything. But, I know not to stay stuck. I know not to stay down. I know not to quit. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm persevering through thick and thin. I'm still showing up every day. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. I am an alkaline vegan for 9 years. I'm a plant-based alkaline vegan for 9 years, and I'm much healthier. And I see the world is very sick. You know what I mean? So I'm doing my part. I'm playing my purpose. I'm living my purpose. I'm serving God's will. I'm following God's will. I'm serving humanity. I'm helping heal people. I'm coaching people. I'm inspiring people. I'm serving, I'm coaching, I'm healing, and I'm inspiring people, So I'm in my purpose, and I'm doing what truly feels right within my heart, within my spirit, So that's how I know great things are coming, God is super real, and whenever we can feel that great feeling within our heart, that genuine euphoria, that genuine happiness, that genuine bliss and inspiration and joy, that excitement, that enthusiasm, that passion, that inner child, positive glow, where it's like, wow, great things are happening, miracles are happening, wonderful, great things are happening, that type of feeling. We have to hold on to that feeling and remember that feeling, and that's why we have to be patient. Remember, throughout life, especially as a child, we might have gotten surprised in a pleasant way, different happy surprises, whether it's your birthday or, whatever type of accomplishment, and you felt real great, or in love, a pleasant surprise or something like that, or a family surprise. So, in just different, ways that God makes us smile. God gets us a smile, with a lot of things in life. Thankfully, there's a lot of things to smile about, a lot of things to look forward to. Like me, also, like, I'm looking forward to traveling around the world, with my wife and children. I'm excited that I'm going to travel around the world with my wife and children, and I'm going to have fun. There's so many different beaches and lovely countries and lovely tropical, high frequency, beautiful, natural environments around the world. I'm going to experience and travel to around the world. So I'm being patient for that, for the dreams to manifest. You know what I'm saying? Those happy vibes where we can imagine our future, where we can imagine our goals manifesting, where we can imagine, things lining up, and our visions happening for us. We have to hold on to that. And that's why we have to be patient, and we have to persevere. So me, I have my visions from God. I have my dreams from God, and I have my goals that I'm working on. So I have a clear vision. I know it's there. I know God has placed it within my heart for a reason. So I must continue. I'm never giving up. That's why I'm always persevering through thick and thin. There's no going back. There's no quitting. I'm destined to achieve. I have to succeed. There's no time for excuses. There's no time for being lazy, So I'm persevering. I'm doing my best, and I'm being patient, doing everything I can to be my best self, showing up, being patient, even when there's quiet time, when there's silence, when there's alone time, when it's like, wow, I just want to pour out my heart, when I just want to lay in my wife's arms. I want to lay on my wife and snuggle and cuddle. But right now it's silence. It's separation. It's no contact, and I'm not going to force nothing. I just have to love myself. I have to love myself and work on myself. I'm working on having more to provide for my family when that time comes, so I'm working on myself. I'm working on having more to provide for my family, so things will work out better for me. So I'm even more ready and prepared. So, everything, the traveling, being a homeowner, leveling up in business, having fun, prospering in the business, financial world, spending that quality time, having those lovely, memorable moments, with our family, our loved ones, just getting closer to God, reconnecting, spending time in nature, all those different lovely times, walking on a trail, going hiking, or being on a beach, or at a lake or a river or a volcano, or mountains, all these different natural blessings God has for us, seeing all the different animals, working on ourselves, working on improving just the little things within ourselves, our healing, our tidiness, cleanliness, our punctuality. You know, we could be writing, reading, learning, studying. We're always going to be learning. You know, there's so many different things to improve and develop. So, you know, I'm having a mentality that, hey, I'm persevering, I'm putting in work, and I'm being patient. I'm allowing my dreams to manifest. I'm allowing God to work in my favor every day. I'm allowing God to bless me in an honorable way. You know, I'm allowing God to send great, wonderful happiness and good vibes into my life. I'm allowing myself to receive peace, respect, lots of money, riches, true love, you know, commitment, loyalty. You know, I'm staying free, you know, so it's just, I have to be patient while I'm working on all these visions and all this big life purpose. You know, is one step at a time. One step at a time. I'm getting to where I need to be, but God is making sure I follow God's timing. I'm surrendered to God's timing, you know. So there's no rush. I'm making sure I'm being my best quality self every day, you know. I'm making sure I'm making the best quality moves. And like I said, I'm being patient. I'm putting in work. I'm putting in conscious effort, conscious, pure, noble work on my dreams to improve my life. And I'm helping to make the world a better place. So I'm trusting, I'm keeping my faith strong in God. I'm trusting God. And like I said, I'm persevering through thick and thin. I'm being grateful. I'm showing up. I'm showing up hungry. I'm showing up hungry with a productive, positive attitude. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. And like I said, I'm concluding this positive note. I'm learning to be more patient. I'm sacrificing for the greater good. I'm sacrificing my ego. I'm sacrificing distractions and temptations and lower level pleasures. You know, I'm sacrificing the quick, instant gratification. You know, I'm choosing to be obedient. So I'm being obedient to God. So that means I must be patient. I can't rush the process. I'm choosing to surrender to God's timing, and, you know, AKA that's being patient. That's just me being in my zone, being in my purpose, not trying too hard. I'm not forcing, I'm not chasing, I'm not forcing, I'm not rushing, I'm not begging. You know, I'm just in my zone, making sure I'm vibrating on a real, pure, righteous frequency. I'm vibrating on a high, healthy, peaceful frequency. You know, there's always work to do. So I'm maximizing my time. I'm making sure I'm being productive. I'm not playing games. You know, I'm not wasting time. You know, this is real life. So, yeah. I love to laugh also with myself, because I'm like, hey, you know, I know God will never give up on me, you know, so I'm able to be patient. I have plenty of time for God, you know, so I know great things take time. Great things take time. So that's something to remember, you know, that's something to remember. I'm never giving up. I'm persevering. I'm staying patient. I'm putting in work. I'm choosing to sacrifice. You know, I'm just breathing, and I'm moving forward, doing better every day. I'm sacrificing, I'm breathing, I'm moving forward, doing better every day. I'm trusting God, the Most High. So thank you. Y'all take care. Thank you for listening. Y'all stay blessed. Persevere. Keep your head up. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Connect with me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity, at Eternal Authenticity. Sky Blackwell. Message me to schedule a consultation, a nutrition and wellness detox healing consultation. I will coach you. I will counsel you to heal, detox, level up, and advance, with your awakening, with your transformation. I'm a transformation coach, so hit me up, reach out to me. I got that sea moss. I got alkaline herbs to help you to heal and detox and benefit your health. I got different information, plant-based recipes, different wisdom, facts, truth, different benefits of various different herbs that can help you to cleanse and detox and purify yourself. Find a way to reach out to me, send me some good vibes, support me, and I will be happy to serve you. I'm happy to serve you. Sky Blackwell at Eternal Authenticity on Instagram. Click the like button, like this video. Y'all stay blessed. Like this video. Spend some time in nature. Persevere, be patient. Sacrifice. Purify your heart. And just trust God's timing. Do the right thing, be respectful. Live respectful. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you. Y'all take care. It's Eternal Authenticity. It's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live. Peace.